Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to GM Mode. My name is Kaiser Wrestling. This is normally coming to you from Aiden and Pacini Wrestling, but we have come up with an agreement that I'm going to be taking over Smackdown Live, and he does Monday Night Raw. So we're going to be starting things out with none other than the United States Champion, AJ Styles. And what a matchup we have coming your way at the Payback pay-per-view, coming your way in a couple of weeks. It is going to be AJ Styles versus John Cena, and a Hell in a Cell match, and the United States Championship will be on the line. And I have to say that AJ Styles, he is really excited to get the opportunity to prove that he is better than John Cena. But right now, AJ Styles wants to try to get into the WWE Universe's head to show them that he is ready for Hell in a Cell and that he can handle John Cena. So AJ Styles, one of the most confident superstars in all of WWE. He is here on Smackdown Live, and he has taken the blue brand by storm. What are we going to be hearing from AJ Styles? We're going to find out in a couple of moments, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere. So the talk over the last couple of weeks is that John Cena is the face that runs the place. John Cena is the man who is taking SmackDown Live to the next level. But I think you people forgot that SmackDown Live is the house that AJ Styles built. And I am your reigning and defending United States Champion. So for you guys to say that John Cena is the man running the franchise, I take that a little bit to heart. It's real cute how those little kids in the front row always chant for John Cena like he's some big hero. Let's go Cena! Let's go Cena! You all can shut the hell up. Because the one thing about John Cena is that he is the antagonist here on SmackDown Live. He doesn't want people like the phenomenal AJ Styles to succeed because John Cena is all about his overrated paradise and getting pushed to the top when he doesn't deserve it. When AJ Styles deserves everything on SmackDown. I hope you're watching this very close, John, because nobody cares about you. Nobody's ever cared about you. And after Payback, you're literally going to be an afterthought because AJ Styles is leaving Payback as the United States Champion. I don't care if it's a regular match. I don't care if it's inside Hell in a Cell. I don't care if it's an Elimination Chamber. I am going to kick your ass all over this ring and show these people and all of your fans how much of a loser you really are. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you had to think that this was going to happen in the near future. AJ Styles saying that John Cena is a loser and a failure. And I think that the real face that runs the place has something to say about that, as here comes the challenger, John Cena, the 16-time world champion in real-life WWE terms. And he is now looking at AJ Styles, showing that he is ready to step into Hell in a Cell at Payback. John Cena has beaten many monarchs during his career in the WWE, but right now he has to shift his focus onto the phenomenal one because John Cena has had many issues with AJ Styles in the past, and it's all going to culminate into a Hell in a Cell match in a couple of weeks at the Payback pay-per-view. What is the C Nation leader going to say to the United States Champion? We're going to find out right now, ladies and gentlemen. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Calm down with the hostility, AJ. Nobody's out here trying to take your spotlight. Nobody's out here trying to take your opportunities. I'm all about taking that United States Championship. And you've got me all wrong. I'm not about myself. I don't care about signing checks every single day. I don't care about receiving everything in the WWE. All I care about is these fans. I care about coming out here every Tuesday night and leaving it all on the line for the WWE Universe. These people are the reason why I live. These people are the reason why I breathe. Why the hell are you here, AJ? It's because you want to prove that you're better than everybody else. You want to come out here calling yourself the phenomenal one and that you're the face that runs the place. Hell, you may be talented. You may be gifted when it comes to aerial ability, but when it comes to being a normal man, you are an absolute jackass, and that is nothing to be proud of. You right now are like everybody else who has stepped before me, jealous and afraid. You're trying to intimidate me by saying that you're going to end my career in Hell in a Cell. But the thing is that I've stepped inside Hell in a Cell many times. I've been in Hell in a Cell with the likes of Randy Orton. I've been in Hell in a Cell with the likes of Edge, Rusev, you name it. I've done it. When have you been in Hell in a Cell, AJ? If I recall, this is going to be your first ever Hell in a Cell match. So you may be phenomenal in this ring, but you have no idea what's coming your way at Payback in a couple of weeks. Now, the United States Championship is a big deal. That is one of the greatest prizes that any WWE superstar can have. But it's not just about the United States Champion, AJ. It's about me trying to show you how things really are on Smackdown Live. It's about me teaching you about respect, because you are one of the most disrespectful people in all of Smackdown Live. And even though you're good, hell, you may be great, you need to understand the biggest trait of a superstar, and that is integrity, which you don't have. At Payback, you're going to find out the 3 traits that I live by: hustle, loyalty, and respect. It is not just a catchphrase, it is a way of life. And that is how I lived for the last 10 plus years here in the WWE, and that's exactly how I'm going to live when it comes to us at Payback, because I will become the United States Champion. I will beat you, AJ Styles, and I will be the face that runs the place. Is that right? That sounds like typical John Cena to me, who's coming out here trying to make this all about him. Well, here's a reality check, John. At Payback, it's not going to go the way that you want it to be. You want to be the United States Champion. You want to prove that you're all about hustle, loyalty, and respect. Well, in AJ Styles' world, people like you are a failure, John. People like you are just people who are seeking attention and can never get it because they are just not good enough. It eats you up inside knowing that you cannot hang with AJ Styles. You know that deep down inside, you're not going to win the championship at Payback. You tell all of your fans all the time that you have this. You're going to continue to fight and fight and fight. But all those times that you failed, it was not because you wanted motivation. It was just because you couldn't do it. And that's exactly the story for you at Payback. You will fall to the phenomenal AJ Styles, and I will prove that I am better than you. I've always been better than you, and I always will be better than you. And I don't care if I've never stepped into Hell in a Cell. I will break you in half, John. I will end your career and make you wish that you never messed with the phenomenal AJ Styles. You can continue walking on this high horse, riding your way around the Smackdown Live locker room saying how you're the best. But we're all going to find out come Payback that I am the greatest superstar that Smackdown Live has ever seen. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Smackdown Live, and we have some tag team action coming your way, as it seems like the power of positivity is going to be raining upon the Smackdown Live community tonight, as we have Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods of the New Day representing their team to take on the Los Matadors, or the Colognes, however you guys want to say it. So I have to say that there's a lot of tag teams over on Smackdown Live that are trying to make a play for those Smackdown Tag Team Championships that are owned by the Usos. But right now, the New Day, they have to try to focus on going up the rankings by winning this match tonight against the Colognes. So we know that Xavier Woods, Kofi Kingston, Big E, they are very fun-loving duos. They are very fun-loving people. But tonight, it's all about seriousness. They have to try to put their game face on to try to advance in the Smackdown Live division. So we already know that when it comes to the New Day, they could be serious when they want to be, because they are multi-time tag team champions, the longest reigning tag team champs in the history of the WWE. So tonight they're going to have to try to live up to that name when they face the Los Matadores. And do not forget, ladies and gentlemen, later on tonight in our main event, it is going to be Randy Orton versus the King of Strong Style, Shinsuke Nakamura. But speaking of celebration, here comes the Los Matadores. They are very hyped individuals, but as of right now, they're just looking at the New Day like a stepping stone to try to get to those SmackDown Tag Team titles. Not a lot of people really talking about the Los Matadors or the Colognes, but right now they're trying to make a name for themselves at the expense of Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods. We know that Primo and Epico, they definitely have the talents to become champions. We've seen it in the past, but now they're trying to relive their former glory on SmackDown Live. So ladies and gentlemen, my name is Kaiser Wrestling. I'm doing this right here for Aiden and Pacini Wrestling, a duo GM mode, as we have the New Day versus the Colognes, as it is going to be Xavier Woods starting things out with Fernando, and here we go. Now Fernando with a couple of right hands to Xavier Woods right now, and you see Fernando takes down Woods with a Russian leg sweep. So we also have to remember about the factor of having Big E at ringside. That is going to give the New Day the advantage in this tag team match, as Woods, big time tornado DDT that takes down Fernando. So now you see Fernando / Epico, whatever you want to call them. These guys go by multiple names. But right now you see Xavier Woods has Epico in that chin lock right now, and Xavier Woods maybe going for the submission right now. You see Epico in a world of trouble. Epico may have to tap out, but takes down Xavier Woods with the takedown. So now you see Epico just trying to walk around Xavier Woods to figure out what he's going to have to do to lead with the victory for his team tonight. This right here is a crucial moment for both of these tag teams because, like we said, both of them want to move up the rankings to earn an opportunity against the Usos in the future. Maybe even at Payback. Who knows what's going to be happening. So now you see tag made to Kofi Kingston. And now here comes Kingston. Here comes the New Day. They are full out all over the Los Matadores or the Colognes. So now you see the jawbreaker there by Epico. And Epico now, look at that. We thought he was going for the inside cradle. But instead, he was not able to hold down the leg of Kofi Kingston. Now Kingston delivers the jawbreaker. And how about a monkey flip there from Kingston? I think Big E liked that one. Is normally on the outside. We have Xavier Woods and Francesca doing their thing. But as of right now, it seems like the New Day, they're on the defense as a tag is made to Primo. Hard right hand there from Kofi Kingston as Kingston takes down Primo, going for the Hurricane Rana and gets it successfully. I thought that Primo was probably going to counter with the power bomb, but Kofi Kingston able to use that agility to get the better of Primo for right now. So Primo delivers the European uppercut to try to take down Kofi Kingston right there. Nice Russian leg sweep. And you have to think that the New Day probably want to go for that midnight hour as soon as possible to try to put away the Los Matadors. Nice leg drop right there from Primo. And now Primo with a hard kick right to the spine as now the New Day is suffering as you see the Colognes there in firm control of the power of positivity. I have to say, Kofi Kingston, he's not feeling the power of positivity right now. He's feeling a lot of pain in his skull after all those kicks from Primo. And now Primo grabs Kingston. Nice Northern Light suplex there. Into the cover by the New Day. Would this be enough? And a kick out there by Primo at 1. I think the referee took some time there to get to the cover. And that's going to cost the New Day this victory right now. As you see Xavier Woods gets the tag from Kingston. That was a beautiful Hurricane Rana. Spinning all over the head of Primo. And Primo's probably seeing unicorns all over the arena. And there goes a big time knee right to the spine there of Primo. He is not liking this right now. You see Xavier Woods goes to the springboard and a big time frog splash on Primo. Primo feeling all the pain right there, having all the weight of Xavier Woods crash right onto the spine. And there goes a suplex attempt, but Xavier Woods hangs on a little bit longer. And now Xavier Woods with a forearm right to the face of Primo. Nothing pretty about that. And a big time snap DDT. I have to say the New Day, they are riding a huge wave of momentum right now. Covering out from Xavier Woods on Primo. Would this be enough? And a kick out at 2 there from Primo. So now you see Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston trying to turn up the hostility. We don't really see this too much from the New Day. They're, like we said, they're more of a fun-loving group. They like to try to play by the rules, but right now they're bending them just a little bit to get the better of the Colognes. And now what the hell is Xavier Woods doing in the corner? Maybe thinking about going for that honor roll. Here comes Woods, and the honor roll gets all of it. Primo looking at the lights. Woods needs to go for the cover, but unfortunately Xavier Woods cannot capitalize. Stomp right to the face there. What is the New Day going to have to do to put away their harsh opponents tonight on Smackdown Live? As you see, Xavier Woods now. Xavier Woods with a big-time Shining Wizard right to the back of the neck there of Primo. And now Primo is in a world of trouble as you see that the New Day, they're trying to do their best to stay on top. Xavier Woods was going for that midnight hour. As now Kofi Kingston waiting on the apron. As now Xavier Woods tosses Primo back into the corner. And now you see Woods. Oh boy, here we go. We've seen this in the past, ladies and gentlemen. We all know what's coming now. Xavier Woods beginning the Unicorn Stampede. We have seen it in the past with all 3 members of the New Day, but 2 works just fine as Primo getting stomped in that corner heavy by the New Day. As now you see Xavier Woods stomping all over the chest. And here comes Kofi Kingston. We all know what's happening right now as he tosses Kingston right into the corner. And a big-time drop kick catches Primo right on the jaw and the chest. The New Day may be moments away from ending this matchup. Covered out by Kingston on Primo. Would this be enough? And a kick out at 2 by Primo. There's not a lot of people that I've seen in the past who kicked out of the Unicorn Stampede. But now Kofi Kingston continuing the offense with a big-time frog splash off the springboard. Stomp right to the arm there of Primo. Primo is suffering right now. And now you see Kofi Kingston going to drag Primo right into the corner. What does Kingston have planned now? He was going for the tag to Xavier Woods, but Primo finally countering out of the corner. And Kofi Kingston once again going to counter Primo and going to take him down with the arm drag. I have to say the New Day, they are looking very good right now. And the Colognes are struggling. As now Kingston makes the tag to Woods. And now Kingston drives Primo headfirst into the boot of Xavier Woods. That is not going to feel good if you're the opposite team of the New Day right now. As you see Xavier Woods, he wants Primo to get to his feet. But Primo has no intention of getting up, ladies and gentlemen. He is suffering right now. And instead, Primo going to try to crawl to the corner to make the tag to his partner, Epico. And Xavier Woods just allowing Primo to get over there. I don't know how smart that was from Woods. Our left hand there from Primo. Now you see the Los Matadors or the Colognes that are going to try to get back in this matchup as fast as possible. And now Xavier Woods in a world of trouble. Look at this. Primo has Woods and a tornado DDT from the top. That right there will rock the skull of Xavier Woods. Now is the chance for the Colognes to come back in this matchup. Can they beat the New Day tonight on Smackdown Live? They are very game, I have to say. As now you see Primo just stomping in that corner. He is feeling all the frustration in the world right now. As Xavier Woods trying to get back to his feet. As now you see Primo picks up Xavier Woods and takes him down with the Michinoku driver. As now you see Primo just trying to lock up Xavier Woods. And now Woods being brought back to a vertical base. Primo tosses Xavier Woods into the corner. And now Woods, there goes an elbow right to the face. Now look at Xavier Woods again. And there goes the jump shot. Primo is busted open. This is Woods' chance to get the cover right now. But instead, Xavier Woods continuing the offense on Primo. I don't know how smart this is. As Xavier Woods once again in the corner. Maybe think about going for the honor roll for the second time and gets all of it. Second honor roll. Down goes Primo. Covered by Xavier Woods. Do the New Day have this right now? And no, Epico was there to break it up at 2 7/8. That was a very close call. The New Day almost leaving with the victory tonight. But the Colognes able to hang on just a little bit longer. The honor roll taking all of it out of Primo right there. It's Xavier Woods kicking out at 1. And now you see as Primo goes to the corner. Tag made to Epico. And now this is real bad news for the New Day. They were able to dominate Primo for most of this matchup, but the tag was made to Epico. And now Epico with a couple of elbows right to the face there of Xavier Woods. And now Woods, he's just looking at the lights. Covered out by Epico on Woods. Would this be enough to put away the New Day? And a kick out of 2 from Xavier. I have to say I'm pretty impressed with the Colognes. Even though they've been getting beat up for this whole entire match, they've been able to hang on long enough to continue fighting. Hard right hand there from Xavier Woods. Epico now grabs a hold of Woods. Going to pick him up into a powerbomb position, but instead Woods takes him down with the arm drag. The New Day really has to come back right now. They cannot allow the Colognes to gain any more momentum in this matchup. As now Woods tosses Epico in the corner. What does he have planned now? What is Woods' plan? Tag me to Kofi Kingston. Wait a minute, ladies and gentlemen. We all know what's happening right now. Kingston, midnight hour by the New Day. That is going to be it. Game, set, and match. Covered now by Kingston, but look at the referee. The referee is too busy arguing with Primo. Not able to get into the cover. Cover now. And that is going to allow Epico to kick out at 2. You got to throw the assistance there to Primo because his partner was done for. And now you see Kofi Kingston has Epico on the corner there. As Epico delivers the right hand and elbow right to the face there of Kofi Kingston. And Kingston not liking that one too much. Xavier Woods was able to tag out. And Kofi Kingston now trying to keep the hostility going for his team. Epico, I'm telling you right now, the Colognes, they are very hostile. They are not allowing the New Day to find a crack in their offenses. Now there goes the toss to Kingston into the corner, this time of the Colognes. What do they have planned now? As there goes the tag made to Primo. We don't know what's coming right now. Oh boy, this is real bad news for Kofi Kingston. As they grab a hold of Kofi Kingston now and take him down with the double Samoan drop. That right there could be the end of Kofi Kingston. If Xavier Woods isn't getting to save his partner. Here comes Woods. And now you see that Primo hesitating. That right there could have been a huge mistake for the Colognes. Primo had Kofi Kingston down. I think Epico had Xavier Woods in check. But unfortunately, Primo did not trust his partner. And that right there was a huge crack in the offense of the Colognes. As now look at Kofi Kingston going for the chop to the chest. And now here comes a big time suplex there from Primo. And now what does he have planned now? Is Primo maybe thinking about flying? This is real bad news now for Kingston. He cannot get to his feet, but luckily he is stirring back up, trying to get over to Xavier Woods. And now Kingston going to toss Primo back into the corner. What does Kofi Kingston have in mind now? As this could be some real bad news for Primo. And now look at this. There goes a monkey flip there from Kofi Kingston. Is Kofi Kingston starting to rally? There goes a crossbody. Cover down on Primo. Would this be enough to get the victory for the New Day tonight? And yes, it is. The New Day leaves with the victory tonight on Smackdown Live as Primo had nothing left in his system. Well, you had to think that the midnight hour and all of that offense was too much for Primo and Epico tonight on SmackDown Live. And the power of positivity runs wild tonight here in GM mode. I have to say, we did not really see a lot of interference from Big E in this matchup, and it was not necessary. That right there was the honor roll from earlier on by Xavier Woods that literally took the head off of Primo, followed by the Unicorn Stampede later on in this matchup. And look at this right here. Xavier Woods tossing Kingston right at Primo, and that was a vicious drop kick right to the chest and jaw there of Primo. And this was the end right here. The monkey flip by Kofi Kingston, followed by the flying cross body, and the New Day was able to leave with a big-time victory over the Los Matadors / Colognes, whatever you want to call them. They did not defeat the New Day tonight, and now the New Day will be moving up the ranks on SmackDown Live. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for our main event. It is going to be the Viper, Randy Orton, going one-on-one with the King of Strong Style, Shinsuke Nakamura. It's all going down in our main event. Do not go anywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, it is our main event tonight on SmackDown Live, and we have to say we are in for a super fight to close out the show tonight. It is going to be the Viper Randy Orton versus the artist known as Shinsuke Nakamura. So we have to say that Randy Orton, he's on a firm path for the WWE Championship and Jinder Mahal at Payback. But tonight is all about Shinsuke Nakamura. Randy Orton, we got to speak to him right before this matchup, asking what he thinks about Jinder Mahal. And he literally says that Jinder Mahal is a punk because he hides behind everybody that he comes into custom with. And he is going to take that championship come Payback. So Randy Orton, of course, all he's about is building momentum. He's trying to increase his stock here on SmackDown Live, showing the likes of Shinsuke Nakamura, showing the likes of AJ Styles, John Cena, that he is better than them. But tonight, can Randy Orton beat an opponent that he has never been in the ring with ever here in GM mode? As he goes one-on-one with Shinsuke Nakamura, Randy Orton, we already know that we have to get Randy Orton ready for the Payback pay-per-view. So, of course, Shinsuke Nakamura tonight, he is facing Randy Orton, and he is getting ready for his huge match with the Lone Wolf Baron Corbin come Payback. And that is going to be one grueling matchup, I would have to say, ladies and gentlemen. Baron Corbin has been very dominant over on SmackDown Live, trying to prove his stock as well. And a victory over Shinsuke Nakamura will get that job done for Baron Corbin. But tonight, Shinsuke Nakamura's problem is not the Lone Wolf, it is the Viper, Randy Orton. So Shinsuke Nakamura, of course, he is one of the newer talents here on GM Mode and SmackDown Live. And we know that Shinsuke Nakamura has a lot of promise. He is a former two-time NXT champion, and he has brought all of his talents here to SmackDown Live. And when it comes to facing a former 13-time WWE champion, you need a lot more than talent, and you need a lot more than luck. You need brute determination, and you need a prayer to be said. Shinsuke Nakamura is going to be stepping in the Viper's den tonight, and hopefully Randy Orton will not be too much for the King of Strong Style. So this right here, ladies and gentlemen, is our main event. If you're just joining us right now, my name is Kaiser Wrestling. On the behalf of Aiden and Pacini Wrestling, we're going to be doing SmackDown Live and Monday Night Raw separate here in GM mode. And now this match is underway. So now Nakamura already starting out this match hectic by tossing Randy Orton right over the top rope. How about there from Shinsuke Nakamura? We have never really seen this kind of side out of the King of Strong Style, but he already knows that he's on a bigger stage. He's going to have to prove his worth. A knee right to the back of the neck there of Randy Orton. You have to think that Shinsuke Nakamura is hoping that Baron Corbin is watching this match very closely as Nakamura delivers a landslide right on the outside. Well, at this point, it doesn't even seem like Randy Orton is even going to be making it to the Payback pay-per-view and Jinder Mahal. As you see Shinsuke Nakamura with these certified knees right across the face of Randy Orton. This is really not looking good for the Viper, ladies and gentlemen. Is now Randy Orton trying to be brought back up to his feet by Nakamura. There goes a shoulder tackle there from Orton. Now what does he have planned? That's to try to toss Nakamura back in the ring, and Randy Orton does successfully as the referee was at a count of 7. So now Randy Orton, he is starting his systematic attack. Shinsuke Nakamura was coming out like a bull out of a china closet, but as of right now, Shinsuke Nakamura is being humbled by the Viper. But Nakamura will not stay down. Like we said, Shinsuke Nakamura, he is a former two-time NXT champion. He has been in the ring with the best. He's been in the ring with Samoa Joe. He's been in the ring with Finn Balor. He's been in the ring with Bobby Roode. So he knows how to handle superstars the caliber of Randy Orton. Now look at Randy Orton trying to use the exploder suplex on Nakamura. But Nakamura responds with a suplex of his own. So I have to say, very devastating start to this matchup by Shinsuke. Now look at this. He's just grabbing the arm of Randy Orton and wrenches it back. Nothing pretty about that, but Shinsuke Nakamura, he's not about being flashy tonight. He's about getting this victory. So now Nakamura once again picks up Randy Orton. Look at this. Randy Orton going down, and there goes a landslide again. Randy Orton is taking a brunt of punishment right now from Nakamura. He really has to come up with an idea to get the better of the King of Strong Style tonight. And now Shinsuke Nakamura, relentless. Look at these knees right to the side of the head of Randy Orton. I hope Baron Corbin is watching this very closely, because this is what he has to deal with at the Payback pay-per-view. And now finally Randy Orton able to get some offense in this match. Thank God for that. The Viper was in a world of trouble. And now he brings Shinsuke Nakamura right to the center of the ring. And how about that elbow from Randy Orton right across the bridge of the nose of Nakamura. And now you see Nakamura being taken down with the headlock, and you see a big-time elbow right across the forehead. So I have to say, it's been a 50-50 match so far. Randy Orton is now looking the goods. He's been able to put the pressure on Shinsuke. And now look at Randy Orton, picks up Nakamura. Oh boy, dominator position. Look at this height into the neck breaker. That right there can injure your opponent from literally 7 feet in the air. Down goes Nakamura. And now an elbow right to the face as Randy Orton just stomping all over the King of Strong Style. I think what Randy Orton was trying to do is figure out Nakamura. Like we said, this is the first time that we're ever seeing Randy Orton versus Nakamura. Covered up by Nakamura on Randy Orton. Would this be enough? And a kick out at 2 by Randy Orton. Randy Orton was trying to figure out Nakamura. Now I think he's got the King of Strong Style all figured out. So now look at this as Nakamura trying to pick up Randy Orton back to a vertical base. A nice back body drop there from the Viper. Now Jinder Mahal has to look forward to this onslaught from Randy Orton. Very impressive WWE champion, is the modern day Maharaja, but we cannot look over the former 13-time WWE champion. And now Randy Orton is feeling it. Randy Orton stomping on that ground. We all know what's coming next. A couple of clotheslines in store for Nakamura as he misses the clothesline himself and takes down Nakamura with the power slam. And now Shinsuke in a world of trouble. Nakamura looking at the lights as Randy Orton stomping all over the artist. Shinsuke Nakamura was not expecting this kind of onslaught, but Randy Orton, he is relentless right now. Randy Orton is smelling blood as he is pounding right on the ring. We all know what's coming next. Orton going for the RKO and gets all of it. RKO on Shinsuke Nakamura. Covering out from the Viper. Will this be enough? And no, Nakamura kicks out at 2. That right there was a very impressive kick out by Shinsuke, I would have to say, ladies and gentlemen. There's not a lot of people who have come back from that RKO, but Shinsuke Nakamura able to hang on just a little while longer. And now Nakamura realizing that he's been on the brunt of a Randy Orton attack. Hard right-handed from the King of Strong Style. Wait a minute. Nakamura now grabs Orton, goes for the reverse exploder, but Orton counters with a crossbody. That right there was a thing of beauty from Randy Orton. Shinsuke Nakamura was trying to rally here on SmackDown Live, but Randy Orton saying, not today. Elbow right across the bridge of the nose yet again. Nakamura is suffering. And now look at Randy Orton once again with the systematic stomps. And now Shinsuke Nakamura, he is on the back foot. And Randy Orton about to end this match right now. Stomp right to the head of Nakamura. Now Randy Orton gonna slither into the cover. Will this be enough to beat Nakamura tonight on SmackDown Live? And he does! Randy Orton leaves with the victory, and he shows the WWE Champion Jinder Mahal that he is ready for Payback. What a matchup we had to close out SmackDown Live. We saw the best of Nakamura. We saw the best of Randy Orton. But at the end of the night, it was the Viper that struck on the King of Strong Style. This right here was a classic, and I was really glad to be a part of this all, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kaiser Wrestling. Thank you so much for letting me be a part of this GM mode. As you saw Randy Orton stomping all over Nakamura, that right there was the finishing touch that stomped right on the head, and Nakamura had absolutely nothing left, and Randy Orton leaving with the W tonight on SmackDown Live. If I was Jinder Mahal, I would be very scared because Randy Orton is now back to his best. Who is going to be WWE Champion come the Payback pay-per-view when Randy Orton meets the WWE Champion Jinder Mahal? Wait a minute, ladies and gentlemen. That's Jinder Mahal now going after Randy Orton. Randy Orton realizing it. Orton trying to fight back right now. The Viper going after Mahal, and Randy Orton being dumped over the top rope. Jinder Mahal sneaking up on Randy Orton right now after this match with Nakamura. Look at this right now with a big-time neck breaker. And I think Randy Orton caught some of that steel chair on the way down. This is real bad news for the challenger right now, as Randy Orton did not expect Jinder Mahal to be here tonight. But what the hell can you expect when it comes to the modern-day Maharaja? And now look at Mahal, waiting for Randy Orton to get to his feet. We all know what's coming now. There goes the right hand. Mahal has it. Look at this. And the Colossus on Randy Orton. The modern-day Maharaja has struck with the Colossus, and Randy Orton being struck with the reality that he may not be able to become WWE Champion at Payback. Well, ladies and gentlemen, tonight on Smackdown Live, the WWE Champion Jinder Mahal showing Randy Orton that he is ready to step in the ring with the Viper. And we know it's going to be one hell of a battle when Jinder Mahal meets Randy Orton at the Payback pay-per-view with the WWE Championship on the line. So now we have to try to figure out who is going to be leaving as the King of Smackdown Live. We will find out in a couple of weeks. So my name is Kaiser Wrestling, and I want you guys to leave a like in the description for Aiden and Pacini Wrestling to tell me how you guys like having me run Smackdown Live. And I'm hoping that you guys enjoy Monday Night Raw and GM Mode a lot more in the future as well. So my name is Kaiser Wrestling from Aiden and Pacini as well. You guys have a good night and take care.